Guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with the Nostalgia Critic. Tonight, now, we're ready for a big adventure because we got Beavis and Butthead Do America. So, I actually never really watched Beavis and Butthead. I don't know, I never really found the time. I'm actually kind of curious about this film, so check it out. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
Here we go. And let's begin.
Hello on the Nostalgia.
Hey, Critic.
Remember,
Good to see
so
you, buddy.
you don't have to. Hey, remember in the 90s when we used to watch underqualified dumbasses review media from a couch?
Okay,
This is the
you.
movie.
Oh, this gotta be good.
Released in 1996, near the height of their popularity, Beavis and Butthead Do America holds two fond memories for me. One is, of course, laughing at two of my favorite animated slackers with an audience on the big screen. And two, giggling when an obvious Oscar bait movie at the time called Ghost of Mississippi didn't get as good reviews. Not that the
Really?
story didn't deserve to be told, but everyone agreed it was told in a
Ghost of
schmaltzy
Mississippi.
way,
I'll
despite
look that
having
up.
some of Hollywood's finest at the time.
I would have much preferred to see a documentary on this subject rather than this Hollywood version that is well-meaning but so safe.
This is not one of Whoopi Goldberg's
Ouch.
good performance. She spends most of it on the telephone saying, yeah, well, I don't believe you're really going to do it.
There's no writing.
You don't really understand who Medgar Evers was, what he did.
There's just something so funny about a
Oh,
Rob
kidding.
Reiner drama with James Woods, Alec Baldwin, and Whoopi Goldberg in southern accents getting bested by Beavis and Butthead.
I was taken with their adolescent awkwardness, bravado, and vulnerability.
I think there was satire of this kind of couch potato, disaffected attitude.
Most people thought this was going to be a film written by simpletons for simpletons about simpletons. But in
Oh, yes,
fact,
no?
it was a film written by smart people for most people, but yes, still about simpletons. But the truth is, Beavis and Butthead were so celebrated at the time by their young audience that it could have been just a phoned-in movie. And it wasn't. They worked hard.
That's good to hear.
At making the writing, timing, acting, and animation all get solid laughs. Like many have said, you have to be surprisingly smart in order to make dumb funny. But what is it about the film
Fair.
that won so many over? Well, let's dive on in and check it out.
Let's check it out.
This is Beavis and Butt.
My first name's Butt.
Head
Yeah.
Do America.
Yeah, honestly, if I heard that of them as like, shut up. No wonder they're simpletons. Eesh. So, I guess sometimes if you want to do dumb, you gotta be smart. No. Well, anyway, get a rolling and do America.
The film opens with a dream
Beavis and
that...
Butthead.
Okay, let's face it, it's here for trailer fodder, but it's good trailer fodder.
Hey, baby. I'm like pretty tall.
My head alone is 1/3 my body.
Pretty much.
Beavis wakes up Butthead to show something has happened to the TV. One of the interesting things...
I
is in
can't
this
tell if he's
movie,
like clipping that together just to,
swore the director of the movie was trying to help Butthead figure out what happened.
This clever scene where the film's director actually tries to help the boys figure out that their missing television set has been stolen. This is clever.
I think more likely this is just his point of view putting together what happened, but again, that's what's so great about getting a different take. You can look at it from an equally
much.
funny way you never thought of before.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
The opening credits roll satirizing old 70s movies and shows like Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, 70s nostalgia was like what I guess 90s nostalgia is like now. Why else
Makes
do you think
sense.
I'm talking about this flick?
Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to go to school.
They go searching for their TV and decide to steal the one from their school, but their teacher stops them.
We don't need TV to entertain us. He said anus.
I swear there's more to this movie than just Sean Connery Jeopardy jokes. Though funny enough, I don't think much of the audience would mind if it was all that. They accidentally break the TV, resulting in the principal expelling them.
Beavis and Butthead, you're both expelled!
And that's code for, yeah, school jokes are boring in a big animated film. King of the Hill prototypes, however?
You know, the most important thing you can have on a camper is a good butane regulator.
Butane, huh? I do
Wow.
enjoy Tom Anderson and Daria.
I guess they try to
are in the same
go away
neighborhood as
from the,
Oasis
you
are our
know.
friends.
Didn't it?
This crab is warm.
They end up breaking Tom's TV too, and they stumble across a hotel
Oh.
where I'm very thankful the censors said they get an R if they show the principal's bare ass. Not that I think showing
Fair
a bare
enough.
ass constitutes that, but showing his bare ass, I think does.
Uh-huh.
They go to another hotel room where a criminal named Muddy, voiced by Bruce Willis, confuses Beavis and Butthead for assassins. Yeah, this old shtick.
I'll pay you 10 grand plus expenses, all payable after you do her.
Yeah.
Are they gonna get the secret government device that'll destroy the world too?
The X5 unit is a new top-secret biological weapon.
Okay, this isn't the most original story, especially at that time, but
Yeah.
what makes it unique are the leads. These plot points are
Yeah.
usually used in liar reveal stories where we're supposed to love the clumsy liar and relate to them when they sulk in the third act after the truth comes out. That's not how Beavis and Butthead works, though. They're so dim and self-centered, it doesn't care if you like them. In fact, it's funnier if you don't.
Any questions so far?
Does she have big hooters?
Yeah, you guys are funny. Let's have a drink on it, eh?
The comedy comes from what a satirical take on Gen X it is, and how the rest of the world can't comprehend anyone being so stupid, so they confuse them for being masterminds. There's no
Pretty
more,
much.
just laughs.
Go dumb,
So
they're
many
smart.
comedies hammering in an obvious lesson nowadays. Sometimes just a good laugh is really welcomed.
Don't let me down.
They confuse assassinating Muddy's wife for having sex with her, and they happily agree to take a flight to Vegas to see her. Yeah, Vegas was also a pretty big trope at the time.
Are you two heading
So many.
for Las Vegas?
We're gonna score.
The lady they sit next to on the flight is played by comedy legend Cloris Leachman. I love how well these two get along just because they misunderstand one word.
I'm mostly gonna be doing the slots.
They have a lot of sluts in Las Vegas.
You won't know where to begin.
Whoa.
In a strange, perverted way, it's almost wholesome.
It's so nice to meet young men who are so well-mannered.
Ironically, they
Oh,
revealed later she
yeah.
was talking about sluts.
If only.
The old lady mishears that Beavis is tired, so she gives him a ton of her caffeine pills, resulting in hijinks that wouldn't fly in a plane then, and let's just say really wouldn't fly in a plane now.
I am Cornholio. I need picata for my bunghole. Are you threatening me? My bunghole will not wait.
One roll of duct tape
Okay.
later.
I am Cornholio.
One bloodstained window later.
Pretty much. Bam.
They land confusing the limo driver for a blind man, and I guess that's not R-worthy because Butt's in his name. I don't know. And they realize the ride is for them.
Behave.
Boo.
Illiteracy is never funny. I would say cancel them, but I think they already tried to cancel themselves.
Step aside, please. We have white privilege.
We automatically assume we can take what we want, and we don't have to worry about the police.
What's that Hannibal Lecter line? The world's more interesting with them in it. That kind of a-
I mean, you have a point. Looking at this, I'm just like, what the hell? Honestly, I was like, this is definitely one of those, shut your minds off and just let them just create the chaos. There's no two ways about it. They just create the chaos, you know? You can't really hate them for it, because you need chaos in your life. Anyway.
Till Muddy discovers the true assassins, who are also the guys who stole the TV. It's clever time.
Ow.
And he's so pissed, he decides to do the job himself.
Oh,
Just leave it. Worthless piece of crap.
It's good seeing what Bobby Hill eventually grew up into.
Looks
Tell me
similar.
you couldn't see that.
I can see it.
They
You
get
can
to
see it in
Las
the
Vegas
jawline.
with all the lights, glamour, and riches, but the only place they want to go is in front of a statue's boobuses. Again, his ass would have gotten an R, but this... We'll just assume this is like YouTube's content control. Nobody's actually watching.
Yeah, goddamn
It's
MPAA.
on Love Roller Coaster, which was written specifically for this movie. Though I have to admit, it was weird seeing the music video, seeing the Red Hot Chili Peppers sing, only to find the singers in the movie look not like them. I wouldn't think it'd be sung by Ben Stein as the wedding singer, but
It does.
I wouldn't think they'd have a random CG shot in here either. Yeah, I think that was like a weird requirement in hand-drawn films at the time. Like, every flick had to have at least one CG shot. Ironic, because I swear
Maybe
it's
just to
almost
test it out.
working in reverse nowadays. They
Oh,
get
but
to the
you-
rooms and stumble across their target named Dallas, played by Demi Moore.
I'll double it. I'll pay you 20 if you go back there and do him.
You want us to do a guy?
Maybe if we close our eyes and pretend he's a chick.
Ow!
Don't spoil the sequel. She's one of the few people that puts together these two are dumbasses, but once she sees the police are on their way, she puts the government MacGuffin in Beavis' pants and tells them to meet her in Washington, D.C. via bus tour.
I want you to take the bus to Washington, D.C. You're gonna make a whole lot of money, and I'm gonna give you everything.
Including the strategy guide to your own game. Seriously, there's no way to beat this game without it!
Huh. Take your word for it.
Hey,
And we know where this is going, so I'll have to skip ahead a bit, because you guys know the drill. Man, it looked like the chick to realize, yep, I'm working with dumbasses. Honestly, I'd be a little worried myself. Work with what you get. Anyway.
After Beavis and Butthead get to the bus, the FBI, led by Agent Fleming, played by Robert Stack, who felt so duped into doing this movie he tried to get his legal team to remove him from it, but he warmed up to it over the years. Confront Dallas, discovering she has nothing.
So, are you gonna tell us where it is, or am I gonna have to have Agent Hurley over there give you another cavity search?
This will be one of the funniest running jokes in the movie. Everything about this character is straight-laced, no humor, all serious, except for this one phenomenally bizarre character trait.
Did you give him a full cavity search? I want full cavity searches. Full cavity searches all around. Give this scumbag a cavity search. Bork? Cavity search. Deep and hard.
Can't imagine why Stack would want his name removed from this.
Yeah, so many cavity searches.
Dam where they push all the buttons, messing with the city's power, releases some of the water, and worst of all, makes a damn pun.
Is this a goddamn? Goddamn, you know.
Piss off, I think it's funny.
Eh.
They get back on the bus just as the FBI wrongly deduces they cut the power on purpose to cover their tracks.
Okay, people. So right now, these are the most dangerous men in America.
Mr. Stack, could you say that a bit more trailery?
I say everything trailery.
Oh, that's true, he does.
Yeah, true.
They continue across America, ignoring all the amazing sights and instead paying attention to the stupidest things they can find. They accidentally get on the wrong bus, though, teaming up with a group of nuns.
We're on a bus with chicks.
Funny enough, the most hilarious scene doesn't come with them, though.
He said...
No, I didn't. Where
Stop.
Confessionals for porta potties.
I gotta take a dump.
Surprisingly, maybe even thankfully, it doesn't go that route. But it does result in the two of them being mistaken for priests, leading to, in my opinion, the funniest lines.
How many Hail Marys?
1,000.
I slept with a woman, and,
Could you, like, see her boobs?
You know, with some churches nowadays, I could see some priests saying that.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like,
in the 2000s, that's what people thought was gonna happen if you didn't see Passion of the Christ. Don't feel too bad about the nuns not getting the biggest laugh in the movie, though. They have a hilarious scene where they just abandon the two of them at a pit stop. They don't even have to say anything. They're just all on the same page.
Just go.
Where'd those chicks go? I didn't even get to see if there's a black one, like in Sister Act. Oh, wait, there was.
And apparently it was for that reason.
Huh.
The boys stupidly decide to walk to Washington, getting lost in the desert but randomly stumbling across their fathers, who of course they don't recognize. One of them is voiced by Earl Hufford, or as translated in Jokey's, David Letterman.
Here's a story. I scored with these two chicks. True story.
Well, I'm gonna call DCFS after seeing how he treats his son.
What are you laughing at?
Meanwhile, the agents go to every place Beavis and Butthead could be, including their school.
Come with me, lesbian seagull.
Again, I don't think they have all the characters figured out yet because, by God, Daria would not be in that class listening to that song. Jane? Maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
After, let's face it, a pretty delayed fart joke when you think about what movie you're watching. The boys lose track of their fathers and continue to roam the desert, eat some cactus, and start to hallucinate.
And the mindfuck.
Music video.
This is another one of those tropes at the time when everything connected to the plot would just disappear in lieu of a pretty pointless music video. But seeing how they never looked over music videos in this, I think it deserves a pass. The segment is pretty awesome, drawing inspiration from a lot of Rob Zombie's artwork. It's one of the few moments in the movie where you can say the animation is not only good, it's goddamn great. Yes, it's a segment you could cut and miss nothing, but it does serve maybe the most as
it's pretty catchy.
I just look at this, think late 90s, and appreciate the hell out of it.
Amen. Thank you.
Muddy Wick
And
them
they're
up and
gonna...
takes them hostage, tossing them in the trunk of his car. They manage to get out and, of course, cause a lot of damage while doing so.
How is he not dead from that? Oh, hi! Hey! Again, how are they not dead?
Between these three shows never happened. She wouldn't stick around and he wouldn't survive.
No kidding.
This happened.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead always seem to survive everything. Like, I know it's cartoons, but come on, at least some of them not an hit. I mean, seriously, did you just see how he rolled on the street? He would have been a blood smear. Like, the idiots seem to have all the luck. Yay.
To bump into the same bus tour they took before, and they finally make their way to D.C. Muddy meets Dallas there too, but she convinces him she still has feelings, just as they're discovered.
Me and my wife are back together, and you will never...
He stole the unit.
Why, you damn little...
Ow.
I like these two, and they're going through a lot.
Uh-huh.
Beavis and Butthead are about to leave, but Beavis is pissed he didn't score, and attempts to make a big speech about it.
I'm sick and tired of this. We're never gonna score. It's just not gonna happen. We're never gonna score. We're never gonna score.
Ah, the big speech every YouTuber thinks they're not gonna make.
If only.
He tries to calm down by having more of the old lady's medicine, once again causing him to go full cornholio.
Yes, Mr. President.
I am cornholio. My bunghole, it goes...
Admit it, you know.
Yikes.
Two presidents have made a call like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it stumbles across Chelsea Clinton and doesn't exactly make the best impression.
I noticed you have braces. I have braces too.
Hi.
Admit it.
Again, how is he not dead?
Two presidents have been thrown out of the White House like that. Butthead is arrested and given, you guessed it,
cavity search.
I'm talking Roto-Rooter. Don't stop till you reach the back of his teeth.
Again, don't ruin the third act.
Ew.
Beavis gets inspired to jerk off in Tom's camper. Tom throws his pants out, not aware the unit is inside.
He said...
Yes, I did, and it flies out.
He said...
Yes, goddammit.
Stop it.
Bouncing off of Butthead's hair.
Take him away.
Hey, get your damn hands off me!
That look on his wife.
Yeah, it's like...
The saddest thing
Why?
ever done.
Why?
Tom's arrested, and naturally, Beavis and Butthead are praised as heroes, allowing them to meet the president.
You exemplify a new crop of young Americans who will grow into the leaders of this great country.
1 second. Sorry, I gotta wrap things up. We're almost done.
Again, not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They get back home and are reunited with their true love, TV.
You think we're ever gonna score?
I probably will, but not you. You're too much of a butt monkey.
Powerful.
Butt monkey, of course.
Vulgar, but vulgarly random.
Mm-hmm. That's basically them in a nutshell.
Beavis and Butthead do America. Okay, am I gonna pretend this is a great work of modern art? No, but it is funny. It's a type of comedy many adults saw as lowbrow and beneath them, but I think it's kind of like the cable guy. The more people realize folks like this kind of exist, the more it made sense why the humor was so lowbrow and beneath them. It's cool seeing a show that so many look down on not only get a movie, but a movie that was both a box office and critical success. It isn't just something that only worked in the 90s. Beavis and Butthead came back, and a lot of people were shocked just how well the same type of humor worked today. The movie is similar.
Sometimes they just make it work.
It's straightforward, with very little having to be explained, and it's still funny as hell. In a time where so many animated films always need to be about something important, here's an animated comedy that isn't doing anything important, which in a funny way can also be important. Sometimes all you need is a good laugh, and these two dumbasses are always there to give their chuckles.
Amen. Love the dumb humor.
Nostalgia critic.
Just like South Park.
So you don't have to.
Lesbian seagull.
No, speaking of crossovers, I'm surprised Beavis and Butthead never really did like South Park. Like, let's be real. There's a crossover that really needed to happen would be Beavis and Butthead and South Park. That would have been fun. I can imagine. Well, anyway, I gotta go do something. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time, see ya.